Hi guys, it's Skye and welcome to Yoga with Skye. Today we're going to be doing a 15-minute stretches in order to progress into the front splits. You're joining me in my home city of Nottingham and this is Woollerton Hall. So you'll need nothing for this flow, just you, your mat and some good energy. So when you're ready, let's begin. For this first one, I'd advise you to use something to hold on to, maybe a chair or a side. And we're going to start by doing some leg swings. So just swinging the left leg forward and back, starting to wake up the hips here. And let's go over to the right leg. So just swinging it nice and high and then back and forth. And then release. Now we're going to go into the flow stretches. So when you're ready, standing at the top of the mat, send that right leg back and coming into a low lunge. So right knee goes down to the ground, left knee is stacked on top of left ankle and we're just pushing into the hips, driving the hips towards the floor, feeling a nice stretch all in that right hip flexor. Chest stays nice and lifted, gaze forward. Just breathe here for a few breaths. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, release. And then when you're ready, pull the hips back, half split. So we're flexing that left foot. And your chest can either stay high here, or if you want a deeper stretch, take your chest down towards your knee. Again, deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Feeling a nice hamstring stretch here, so the back of the left thigh. One more breath. Then when you're ready, push forward through low lunge and we're coming up into a high lunge this time. So taking that both legs off the floor, lifting nice and high, arms stay beside the head. Really lift the spine nice and straight, nice and long. Engage that back leg, back knee stays active, high on the tiptoes. And then when you're ready, step one foot forward, spine stays long, and then exhale, fold forward, coming into pyramid pose. Another great hamstring stretch here. Feel free to play around with the distance between both feet, whatever feels good for you. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. Again, keep your chest nice and lifted or lower down. Then when you're ready, step both feet together, slowly roll all the way up. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go the other side. So when you're ready, step that left foot all the way back, big step. Knee comes down to the mat, low lunge. Chest stays nice and lifted, gazing forward and bending into that right knee, making sure the knee is stacked on top of the ankle. We don't want to push too far forward. We want to feel a nice stretch in the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Then when you're ready, shift the hips all the way back, flex the right foot and half split. Chest stays lifted high or lowering down to the knee. Inhale, big breath. Exhale. With every exhale, try to sink that little bit deeper. Try to sink your chest down to the knee. Then when you're ready, push through low lunge, tuck the back toes, lifting up to high lunge. Activate the glutes, activate that back leg, making sure the knee is nice and locked and active. Chest is lifted. Imagine that you've got a string holding the crown of your head, so your spine stays nice and long. Arms are beside your ears, hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, step one foot in with that back leg. Chest stays lifted, inhale. Then exhale, slowly fold forward. Bringing your chest to meet the knee as far as feels good. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release. Feel it nice. Stretch in the hamstring, the back of the legs. One more breath. Then step your feet to the top of the mat. Slowly roll all the way up. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Now when you're ready, step that right foot back. We're coming into a runner's lunge this time. So staying active on that back leg and just gently rocking forward and back. Hands stay on the floor. We're just using our back toes to push forward and back. Then drop that back knee to the floor, bend the knee, and we're going to do a glute stretch here. So if you can reach your foot, gently pull the foot towards the glute, or just leave the foot where it is and just feel a nice stretch in the quad. Release. Then when you're ready, gently heel toe the foot all the way over to the right side of the mat. We're coming down for pigeon pose. So ensuring that the back leg is nice and straight. The front foot, the left foot, is active, so it is flexed and the chest stays nice and lifted. Feel a beautiful stretch all in that left hip. Making sure that your hips are square and you're not rolling over to the left side. Then when you're ready, step back to plank. Bring that right leg forward. Runner's lunge. Again, just gently rocking back and forth in this runner's lunge. Active stretch here. Lowering that back knee to the floor, quad stretch. Either choosing to keep the knee bent, foot where it is, or taking the hand to the foot and just bringing it into the glute. Nice quad stretch. And release. Heel toe the right foot over to the left side of the mat. Pigeon pose. Chest stays nice and lifted. Or lower down if you want more of a deeper stretch here. Whatever's good for you. When you're ready, tuck the back toes, step back to plank. Then dropping the knees. We're coming to sit on our bum, but we are going to keep our knees bent here and go for a 90-90 stretch or window wipers. So we're gently just dropping the knees to the left and to the right. As you can see, the knees should be at a 90-degree angle. So just gently dropping them from left to right. Feel a nice stretch in both hips. And then come back to center. We're going to take the legs out as wide as feels good for you. And we're going to face our body towards the left leg. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Then exhale, fold forward over to that left leg. Just go as low as feels good for you. There's no pressure to try and get your head all the way down to the knee. Just find whichever position feels good and hold it here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Slowly come all the way up. Let's take it over to the other side. Nice long spine. Inhale. Then hinging all the way from the hips. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe nice and deep breaths. And release. Slowly come back up to center. Bringing both feet together. Take your hands to wrap around the feet. The spine stays nice and long. We're going to just flutter our legs up and down, butterfly pose. Nice long spine. Breathe here. And release. Slowly bring the knees together. We're going to turn to the length of our mat. Legs forward, both legs together. Forward fold. So keeping the spine nice and straight. Take a big breath in, arms to the sky. And then on the exhale, hinge from the waist, from the hips, all the way forward. The goal here is to keep the spine nice and straight. So if you're trying to pull yourself too far forward, the spine might become round. So maybe just lift the chest high. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly come all the way back up. If you feel like your hips, hamstrings are all stretched out, warm, and you are ready to practice your front splits, let's go for it now. So whichever side you want to start on, left or right, come into a low lunge and just gently creep that left or right foot, the front leg, forward. Find a point where it feels like you can feel it, but it's not super painful. We don't want to cause any pain here. Spine stays nice and long. Find your lowest point and just hold it here. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. With every exhale, we're just trying to sink deeper and deeper. If it's too much, feel free to let go, release. We're finding our deepest point here. Breathe. Hold. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, release. The more you release, relax, the deeper the stretch. One more breath, big breath in. Exhale, release. Maybe you want to add some different variations, taking the arms to the sky or folding forward over that front leg, or staying where you are. Whatever feels good. One more breath. And release. Push up, sending the hips up and releasing that front leg back. Now you can go ahead and stretch out the other side, whatever feels great for you, or find yourself a child's pose here. Slowly coming up. That is where we're going to end today's stretching yoga flow. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to see more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.